Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really going to cut straight through the noise on online shopping. We've been looking at these recent industry reports, focusing on, where e-commerce is heading by 2025.
Right.
And they all seem to land on this one big truth. The way we shop online right now, it's getting outdated. Fast.
It really is.
I mean, think about it. E-commerce has evolved, sure.
Yeah.
Stores look better. Mobile's the norm. There's personalization everywhere.
Yeah, tons of tools.
And yet, when you actually need something specific, finding it still feels, well, painfully clunky, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. That search bar experience.
Exactly. You're trying to translate what you actually need, this sort of messy human thought, into rigid keywords.
Right, or clicking through filters that never quite match.
And then just scrolling endlessly, hoping you stumble on the right thing.
It's inefficient.
This whole system, this rigidity, it's creating huge friction. And it's on the verge of being replaced by something way more intuitive, more human, really.
That's the key word. Human.
So our mission today is to deep dive into this new thing, conversational commerce. Okay, first things first. What's the real core problem here? What's driving this massive shift?
Well, the core problem, boiling it down, it's really an expectation mismatch.
Okay.
I mean, we're living in a post-ChatGPT world now, right? For the past couple of years, these tools, these large language models, they've basically trained all of us, the public, to expect direct, helpful answers in plain English.
Yeah, you just ask something complicated and get a decent answer back.
Exactly. You can ask an AI about, I don't know, some obscure historical event and get a pretty good summary. But then you go to a major online store and you're back to guessing.
Yeah.
Which two words, which keywords will maybe show you the product you actually need.
That disconnect is jarring.
It really is. And
Right.
that gap between the kind of seamless help you get from general AI and the stiff, keyword-driven world of most e-commerce sites, that's where all the friction is. And friction, well, in retail, that's conversion suicide.
Okay, right. Let's really unpack that business problem then. Because that old model, attract with ads, use a search bar, hope they buy it, seemed okay for a while.
It seemed okay on the surface.
But these reports are showing some serious financial cracks appearing. So what are the symptoms? What are merchants actually feeling from this failing model?
Oh, the symptoms are everywhere, and they're hitting the bottom line directly. You know, rising costs, falling margins. If you're running a business with a big catalog, you've definitely felt these pressures. There are maybe 5 key ones.
Okay.
First up is just product overload. You've got this huge selection, thousands of items, which should be a strength.
Right. More choice is good, theoretically.
Theoretically. But the customer, they're just overwhelmed. They genuinely can't figure out which one of those thousands of products fits their specific, maybe slightly complex need.
So they just leave.
They bounce, yeah. The path is just too hard.
And getting them there wasn't cheap in the first place, I bet.
Not at all. Which leads straight into the next couple of points. Symptom 2, flat conversions. You get visitors, they click around, they browse, but the site, the system, fails to guide them properly to checkout. So they leave without buying anything.
Frustrating.
And that's made worse by symptom 3, high acquisition costs. Merchants are pouring fortunes into Google, into social media ads.
Visual channels.
Right, and that traffic is incredibly expensive now. But then they lose that expensive traffic because the site itself can't convert them efficiently. It's like paying top dollar to fill a leaky bucket.
Wow, yeah. That's a painful image.
Precisely. And even if you do manage to convert them, you hit the 4th pressure point, low retention.
They don't come back.
Often, no. These customers you fought so hard and paid so much to win, they become one-time buyers. So you're stuck spending again and again to win new customers or win them back instead of building up that loyal, organic base. That acquisition treadmill just keeps spinning.
Oof. Endless spending.
And the final symptom, number 5, is a big operational headache. Support bottlenecks.
Customer service getting swamped.
Totally buried. Because the website can't answer even slightly tricky product questions, is this really the right shade for me? Or does this model work with my existing setup? The support teams end up answering the same basic low-value questions over and over.
Like, is this in stock or do you ship to California?
Exactly. Things that a better system should handle. Those static FAQ pages, they just don't cut it anymore.
Okay, so let me get this straight. The current model basically forces the customer to learn the system's language, keywords, filters, categories.
Speak computer.
And when the customer, being human, can't quite translate their messy, real-world need into that rigid computer logic, the merchant ends up paying the price. Rising costs, lost sales, swamped support teams. It sounds like a system that's just fundamentally misaligned with how people actually think and behave now.
Completely misaligned with modern expectations. You nailed it.
So if that's the problem, this sets the stage perfectly for the solution you mentioned. Conversational commerce. What is it exactly?
So conversational commerce, or CC, we're defining it as shopping, where the main way you interact is through, well, natural conversation, either typing it or speaking it.
Okay.
The really big leap conceptually is that the customer doesn't have to guess keywords anymore. They don't have to navigate some rigid menu. They just ask in their own words.
Like talking to a helpful person in a store.
Mm.
Bringing that back to the online world.
That's the absolute core idea. Yes, it moves away from needing these structured inputs like clicking boxes and instead embraces what we're calling the messy human query.
Messy human query, I like that.
And this is where it gets really interesting because the examples we're seeing from real AI agents, they show just how much vital information is currently being ignored, just completely lost, by the standard search bar.
Okay, give me an example.
Well, our sources pointed to the OmniAdvisor AI beauty agent, the kind of questions they handle. They perfectly illustrate this shift. Think about the layers in this first one. A customer asks, is the Yellow Rose vitamin C cream right for my age? I'm 42. Or is it for younger skin?
Wow. Okay, yeah, you definitely cannot filter for, am I too old for this?
Right. There's age, there's product suitability, there's even a hint of like insecurity or uncertainty in there.
That's a huge emotional component that just searching for vitamin C cream totally misses.
Completely misses it. The AI has to get the intent, the age context, and the product features all at once. Or, okay, take this one, which just piles on different needs. Good evening. I have an oily T-zone. I'm looking for a night cream, and I also have sunspots.
Okay, skin type oily T-zone. Time of use night cream. Specific concern sunspots. That's 3 different things in one casual sentence.
Exactly. And here's my personal favorite, which throws in budget and preferences. Dark circles and dehydration. I need a good eye cream between 20 € and 40 without fragrance.
Okay, well, so that's got 2 specific problems, dark circles, dehydration, a price range, €20, and an ingredient exclusion, fragrance-free.
All mashed together. Budget, ingredients, multiple skin concerns.
That last one really drives it home.
Yeah.
It shows people are trying to communicate all this complex stuff, cost, ingredients, multiple needs, but the current website tools just shut that down. They basically tell the shopper, nope, figure out our system first.
You're asking the shopper to do this incredibly complex cross-referencing in their head. It's too much cognitive load.
Yeah.
But the beauty of conversational commerce is, no traditional filter setup can really capture that richness, but a good conversational assistant. It can interpret it all. It understands the nuances, checks against the product data, assuming the data is good, and guides the customer right to the best options for them.
It translates the human need into the system's logic, but seamlessly behind the scenes.
Exactly. It does the translation work for the customer.
Okay, so if this shift is so important and the problem it solves is so clear, why is it really only taking off now? And what are the big signals telling us about how fast this is going to happen?
Right. Good questions. It's true. Conversational commerce isn't, the main way people shop yet. Most of us still use search bars.
Yeah, old habits.
But the early signals, they strongly suggest that really rapid exponential growth is coming very soon.
What are those signals?
Well, the first catalyst is that cultural shift we talked about earlier. Gen AI tools like ChatGPT, they've just normalized the idea, the expectation that you can just ask a machine a question and get a smart, personalized answer back.
Right, people are used to it now.
They are, and e-commerce is now playing catch-up to that new baseline consumer behavior.
So consumer habits changed first, and the tech is racing to meet that demand.
Pretty much. And the second signal, which is maybe even more telling, is the major player indicator.
Meaning the big companies are getting involved.
Exactly. Amazon, they're already experimenting pretty heavily with Rufus, which is their own conversational shopping assistant.
Oh, okay, if Amazon's building it.
Right. When the biggest e-commerce player on the planet starts pouring serious resources into integrating this kind of interface, it's not just some niche trend. It signals a fundamental foundational shift is underway.
That makes sense. It validates the whole concept at scale.
It does. And if you need, a historical comparison to anchor this,
Yeah, where does this fit in the timeline?
Our sources draw a really clear parallel. Conversational commerce today is basically where mobile commerce was about 10 years ago.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Back then, mobile shopping was clearly growing. It wasn't dominant yet. But everyone serious knew it was way too important to ignore if you wanted future growth.
And the companies that ignored mobile.
They got left behind. Badly.
Okay, that's a really powerful takeaway for you listening. If you're a leader, a strategist, maybe just learning about this space, you're not late. Not yet.
No, this is the moment.
This is the inflection point. Now is the time to start learning, testing, experimenting, because the way people shop online is changing fundamentally right now.
Absolutely, the window is open.
So let's talk brass tacks then. Early adopters, what tangible benefits are they actually seeing? What makes the investment worthwhile beyond just, shopping feels smoother? What's the ROI?
Okay, yeah. The first wave of companies putting this into practice, they're seeing clear, measurable wins across the board. It really starts with a very practical lift in improved product discovery.
Meaning people find stuff faster.
Find the right stuff faster and with way less frustration, which directly feeds into the second major benefit, higher conversions.
The bottom line.
Exactly. Shoppers who feel guided, who feel like they got personalized, expert advice, even from an AI, they are significantly more likely to actually complete the purchase.
Why is that exactly? Is it just that it's easier, or is something else going on?
It's partly convenience, sure, but I think the bigger factor is confidence.
Confidence, okay.
Yeah, conversions go up because the customer feels more confident in their choice. The AI isn't just spitting out a product name. Ideally, it's giving them instant justification, tailored to their specific needs.
It explains why this is the right product for them.
Precisely. And that level of assurance, that reduction of uncertainty, that's what really smooths the path to clicking buy. It overcomes that hesitation.
Makes sense. And what about those support bottlenecks we talked about?
Seeing big improvements there, too. Benefit number 3 is a significant reduced support load. Those simple, repetitive questions. Is it in stock? Do you ship here? The AI handles those instantly and accurately.
Freeing up the human agents.
Exactly. Freeing up your support staff to deal with the genuinely tricky issues, the complex problems. Or maybe focus on higher value things like customer retention and building relationships.
That sounds like a much better use of human resources.
Definitely.
And beyond the immediate sale, what about the data? I mean, these natural conversations must be revealing a ton about what customers actually want.
Oh, it's a goldmine. Absolutely. That's the fourth major benefit, getting access to much better customer insights.
How so?
Well, these conversations capture the unfiltered voice of the customer, their real needs expressed in their own words, their actual budget thoughts, not just clicking a price bracket, specific ingredient worries or wishes, age concerns. It's so much richer.
Than just seeing what keywords they typed or which filters they clicked.
Exactly. Way more actionable than anonymous aggregated search logs. This data can directly tell you how to tweak your marketing messages, what product features to highlight, maybe even what new products you should develop.
So it really sounds like what conversational AI is doing is bringing the best parts of a great in-person shopping experience. That knowledgeable assistant, the personalized advice, feeling confident in your choice, and finally bringing that to the online world.
Yeah.
That always felt like the missing piece in e-commerce.
That's precisely the concept we call domain expertise at scale.
Domain expertise at scale.
Okay. Yeah, the AI is designed to act like that really knowledgeable, helpful store advisor. Someone who doesn't just present options, but asks clarifying questions, understands the nuances, and guides you dynamically based on your specific situation.
But how does it manage that across thousands of products and customers?
That's the at-scale part. The AI integrates this deep understanding of all the product specs, sure, but also layers in business priorities, like maybe promoting certain items and real-time inventory status. It combines product knowledge, customer understanding, and business logic in a way that's just, well, it's impossible for a single human employee to replicate across an entire catalog. That comprehensive, dynamic expertise is what makes this so powerful.
Okay, so summing this up, the shift seems undeniable. We're moving away from forcing customers into these rigid boxes, keywords, filters, and moving towards enabling natural human conversations where the technology adapts to the user, not the other way around.
That's the core transformation.
So the big question for you, listening whether you're an executive, a strategist, or just trying to understand the future of retail, it's not really if conversational commerce is going to matter.
No, the if is pretty much settled.
The real questions are, how soon will this interface become the standard? And maybe more importantly, how do you get ready for it?